Conor McGregor. Born Conor Anthony McGregor. July 14, 1988, age 28. Crumlin, Dublin, Ireland. Nationality Irish. Height 5 feet 9 in, 1.75 meters 1. Weight 155 pounds, 70 kilograms, 11.1 st1. Division featherweight, 2008 to 2015. Lightweight, 2008 to 2012, 2016 present. Welterweight, 2016. Reach 74.0 in, 188 centimeters 2. Team SBG Ireland. Trainer John Kavanagh, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Owen Roddy, Striking. Johnny Dargan, Taekwondo. Edo Portal, Movement. Sergey Pikolsky, Wrestling. Rank Brown Belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 3, under John Kavanagh 4. Years active 2008 present. Mixed martial arts record. Total 24. Wins 21. By knockout 18. By submission 1. By decision 2. Losses 3. By submission 3. Amateur career. Total 1. Wins 1. By knockout 1. Losses 0. Other information. Mixed martial arts record from Sherdog. Conor Anthony McGregor 5, Irish, Conrandon McGregor, born July 14, 1988, is an Irish professional mixed martial artist who is currently signed to the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC. He is the reigning UFC lightweight champion, and former UFC featherweight champion. During his career, McGregor has competed as a featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. In 2008, McGregor started his mixed martial arts (MMA) career and, in 2012, he won both the Cage Warriors featherweight and lightweight championships, holding both titles concurrently before vacating them to sign with the UFC. In 2015, at UFC 194, McGregor defeated Jose Aldo for the UFC featherweight championship via knockout 13 seconds into the first round. This was the fastest victory in UFC title fight history. 6. Upon defeating Eddie Alvarez for the UFC lightweight championship at UFC 205, McGregor became the first fighter in the UFC's history to hold titles in two weight divisions simultaneously. 7. He is known for being the biggest pay-per-view draw in MMA, as well as his extravagant lifestyle and trash-talking. 8. Early life. McGregor was born in Dublin, Ireland to Tony and Margaret McGregor. 1. He was raised in the South Dublin suburb of Crumlin and attended a Gael's Oil and Gaelcoast at both primary and at secondary level in Colsda Untitled, where he also developed his passion for sport playing association football. In his youth, he played football for Lord Celtic Football Club. 9. McGregor took up kickboxing and at the age of 12, he began boxing at Crumlin Boxing Club under two-time Olympian Phil Sutcliffe 10-11, where he often trained alongside Dean Byrne and Jamie Kavanagh, both of whom went on to train at Wildcard Gym under Freddie Roach. McGregor later became an All-Ireland boxing champion at the youth level. 10-12. In 2006, McGregor moved with his family to Lucan in West Dublin, attending Gaelcoast Coast Life. Following that, he commenced a plumbing apprenticeship. 13. While in Lucan, he met future UFC fighter Tom Egan and they soon started training mixed martial arts, MMA, together. 14. Amateur mixed martial arts career. On February 17, 2007, at the age of 18, McGregor made his mixed martial arts debut, in an amateur fight against Kieran Campbell for the Irish Ring of Truth promotion in Dublin. He was victorious via technical knockout, TKO, in the first round. Following the fight, he turned professional and was signed by the Irish Cage of Truth promotion. In 2008, McGregor began training at the Straight Blast Gym, SBG, in Dublin under John Kavanagh. 15. Professional mixed martial arts career. Early career, 2008 to 2013. On March 9, 2008, McGregor had his first professional MMA bout, as a lightweight, defeating Gary Morris with a second-round TKO. After McGregor won his second fight against Mo Taylor, he made his featherweight debut in a loss via submission against Artmuj Sidenkov. After a victory at featherweight in his next bout against Stephen Bailey, McGregor contemplated a different career path before his mother contacted his coach John Kavanagh and reinvigorated him to continue pursuing mixed martial arts. 16. McGregor then won his next fight, also at featherweight, against Conor Dillon, before moving back to lightweight for a fight against Joseph Duffy where he received his second professional loss after submitting to an arm triangle choke. Following this, during 2011 and 2012, McGregor went on an 8-fight win streak, 17, during which he won both the CWFC featherweight and lightweight championships, making him the first European professional mixed martial artist to hold titles in 2 divisions simultaneously. In February 2013, UFC President Dana White made a trip to Dublin, Ireland to receive a gold medal of honorary patronage from Trinity College and was inundated with requests to sign McGregor to the UFC. After a meeting with McGregor, and talking with UFC CEO Lorenzo Fertitta, White offered him a contract days later. Ultimate Fighting Championship, 2013-present. 2013. UFC debut. In February 2013, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, announced that they had signed McGregor to a multi-fight contract. 18. In joining, McGregor became only the second fighter from Ireland to compete for the company, following fellow SBG team member Tom Egan. On April 6, 2013, McGregor made his UFC debut against Marcus Brimage on the preliminary card of UFC on Fuel TV, Mousasi vs Latifi. 19. Brimage began the fight aggressively, meeting McGregor in the middle of the octagon before launching a flurry of strikes to push him back. McGregor, repeatedly throwing a counter left hook, found little success with his initial striking. After ascertaining that Brimage was susceptible to a snap kick directed at his chest and chin, McGregor began to employ a looping left-hand uppercut, throwing every time Brimage would move forward into striking range. These uppercuts grounded Brimage shortly after McGregor started to utilize them. The bout was stopped 107 into the first round. 20. The win also earned McGregor his first Knockout of the Night award. 21. McGregor was expected to face Andy Ogle on August 17, 2013 at UFC Fight Night 26, but Ogle pulled out of the bout citing an injury and was replaced by Max Holloway. 22. McGregor bewildered Holloway with his unusual boxing technique, and his incorporation of a wide variety of taekwondo kicks, many of which are not used in MMA to a significant degree. McGregor was able to control the striking range by utilizing long, non-committal low side kicks to Holloway's knee and shin, and initiate combinations by leaping in with switch and bicycle kicks. When the fight was brought to the ground, McGregor maintained top control, performing various positional advances, and mitigating his opponent's offense on the ground. 23. McGregor won the fight by unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-26. Following the bout with Holloway, an MRI scan revealed that McGregor had torn his anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, during the bout and would require surgery, keeping him out of action for up to 10 months. 24. The events surrounding McGregor's fight with Holloway were the main focus of a documentary by Motive Television and Severe MMA.com for Radio Telephys Iran in 2014, entitled The Notorious. 25. 2014. Return after injury. McGregor was expected to face Cole Miller on the 19th of July, 2014 at UFC Fight Night 46 in his comeback bout after recovering from his ACL injury. 26. However, Miller pulled out of the bout citing a thumb injury and was replaced by Diego Brandão. 27. McGregor fought Brandão in front of a loud, rowdy crowd of 9,500 at the O2 in his hometown of Dublin, Ireland. McGregor began the fight with a signature spinning side kick, before finding his range and successfully landing various taekwondo kicks, and left-hand counters. Brandão, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, attempted to instigate 2 takedowns, so that he could make use of his grappling pedigree, but both attempts were avoided by McGregor. Nonetheless, much of the fight was spent on the ground, as McGregor attained a takedown 120 into the bout. When the fight returned to the feet in the 3rd minute, McGregor began to employ his left-hand cross, and started to cut off the cage. Brandão, trapped between the octagon and McGregor, fell to his side after being hit with another left-hand cross as the fight went into its 4th minute. 28-29, the fight was officially halted by referee Leon Roberts at 4:05 of the first round. The win earned McGregor his first Performance of the Night award. 30. Prior to his next bout, McGregor met with Lorenzo Fertitta and signed a new multi-fight contract with the UFC. McGregor next faced Dustin Poirier on the 27th of September, 2014 at UFC 178. 31. The bout was one of the most anticipated fights on the UFC 178 card. McGregor and Poirier part of only 4 men involved in the pre-fight press conference, alongside then-headliners Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier. 32. Part of the anticipation stemmed from the challenge the matchup posed. Poirier was McGregor's first opponent ranked in the UFC's top 10 featherweights. 33-34. Despite McGregor landing 9 significant strikes to Poirier's 10, he managed to secure a victory early on in the first round, by pressuring Poirier onto his back foot, before exploding with a left hook behind Poirier's ear, forcing referee Dean to step in. The finish officially came at 1:46 into the first round. 35-36, this marked Poirier's first UFC loss via KO/T.K.O, and earned McGregor his second straight Performance of the Night award. 37, in the post-fight interview with commentator Joe Rogan, McGregor cited the UFC Featherweight Championship as his next goal in the organization, stating that if the UFC want, I'll eliminate Chad Mendes and step in and give the fans what they want. Aldo vs. McGregor. 38. 2015. Championship pursuits. McGregor's dominant victory over Poirier, paired with his brash trash-talking directed at the rest of the featherweight division, particularly UFC featherweight champion Jose Aldo, allowed him to establish a claim to a potential title shot in the near future. 39-40-41, McGregor was then scheduled to face perennial featherweight contender Dennis Siver on January 18, 2015 at UFC Fight Night 59, in what was later deemed by UFC President Dana White a #1 contender bout. If McGregor were to win the fight, he would face Aldo for the featherweight championship later in 2015. 42-43, the bout served as McGregor's return to Boston, after his 2013 fight with Max Holloway, and was the 4th most attended UFC Fight Night event of all time, with an official attendance of 13,828. 44, with a 4-inch reach advantage, McGregor was able to land his signature left-hand cross consistently, Siver struggling to counter all throughout the bout. McGregor kept distance by utilizing side kicks to the legs of Siver, as well as wild spinning wheel kicks and leaping roundhouse kicks. Much of Siver's most successful offense came by way of side kicks to both McGregor's lead leg oblique and chest. McGregor was mostly successful in avoiding his opposition's attack after the first 2 minutes of the fight, as he would slip underneath any counter left hooks that Siver offered as McGregor stepped in to deliver his left cross. Siver, a capable Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 45 and Judo 46 practitioner, attempted 3 takedowns in the first round of the bout, but McGregor was able to avoid all 3 attempts handily. Despite landing in the first round 43 significant strikes to Siver's 27, the fight extended into the second round, where McGregor landed over 4 times more strikes than his opponent. 47, at 1:26 into the second, McGregor landed a left-hand cross that knocked Siver down onto his back. After passing Siver's guard, McGregor mounted his opponent and began throwing punches and elbows. Referee Dean officially stopped the fight at 1:54 of the second round. The win came via TKO. 48, the victory also earned McGregor his 3rd straight Performance of the Night award. 49, after the fight, McGregor jumped over the cage and confronted Jose Aldo, who was seated cage side at the event. 50. McGregor, right, Dana White, middle, and Jose Aldo, left, in London as part of the World Tour promoting UFC 189 in March 2015. Interim Featherweight Championship bout. The highly anticipated bout with Aldo was announced on January 30, 2015, at the UFC 183 Q&A. McGregor himself declared that he was expected to face Aldo on July 11, 2015 at UFC 189 for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship, during the UFC's annual International Fight Week. The fight would take place at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. 51, the UFC, confident that the fight would exceed expectations, increased the promotional budget for the event, with company president Dana White stating that, the UFC spent more money promoting Aldo McGregor than any fight in UFC history. 52, In an effort to publicize the bout, both McGregor and Aldo embarked on a 12-day world tour, where they stopped over at 8 cities in 5 countries, including Aldo's home country of Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, the United States of America, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Boston, New York City, Canada, Toronto, England, London, and McGregor's hometown of Dublin, Ireland. The tour began in Rio de Janeiro on 20th of March, and completed in Dublin on 31st of March. 53, however, on 23rd of June, it was reported that Aldo had suffered a rib fracture and had pulled out of the bout in light of the injury. 54-55, McGregor remained on the card and was rescheduled to face Chad Mendes for the interim featherweight championship. 56, this change of opponent was considered highly significant stylistically, not only as Mendes was the #1 ranked featherweight contender and a former title challenger, but as both McGregor's previous opponents in the UFC as well as Aldo had all been considered striking technicians. According to many pundits, McGregor had never faced a wrestler before, which Mendes, a former NCAA Division I wrestler, was. 57-58. At the weigh-ins, McGregor and Mendes both made the 145-pound limit, in front of a record crowd of 11,500 spectators. 59. Once again, McGregor's countrymen and women flocked to the United States to support him, with Dana White stating that approximately 25% of the tickets sold for the event were from Ireland and the United Kingdom. 60. The official attendance for the event, 16,019, broke the record in Nevada, whilst the gate of $7,200,000 broke the record for a mixed martial arts event in the United States. 61. Just prior to the fight, McGregor's typical entrance song, The Foggy Dew, was sung live by Irish singer-songwriter Sinead O'Connor, who performed the rendition of the song which she had recorded alongside the band The Chieftains in 1995. 62. McGregor opened the fight offensively, utilizing a spinning back kick as soon as the bout began, before being taken down by Mendes. On the feet, Mendes and McGregor exchanged strikes for much of the first 2 minutes, McGregor landing his signature left cross as well as snap kicks to his opponent's body, and Mendes utilizing hard left hooks and overhand rights. McGregor made use of his 8-inch reach advantage, 63, by throwing various taekwondo techniques at range, including a multitude of spinning back kicks, and a roundhouse kick. At 2:13 into the first round, Mendes attempted a successful takedown, before ending up in McGregor's guard. After being hit with an elbow from Mendes, McGregor attempted to escape back to his feet, suffering a striking combination as a result. McGregor's offense remained targeted towards his opponent's body, in an attempt to drain the energy of Mendes. The third and final successful takedown for round 1 for Mendes occurred at 3:44, and led to Mendes briefly passing McGregor's guard and attaining side control, before being pulled back into half guard. Mendes briefly attempted a topside guillotine in the final half a minute of the round, but McGregor was able to roll out of the submission. In the final seconds of the round, Mendes was warned repeatedly by referee Dean for sticking his fingers inside a cut that he had opened above McGregor's eyebrow earlier in the round. 64. In the first round, McGregor successfully landed 19 of 51 significant strikes, compared to Mendes' 15 of 28. 53% of McGregor's strikes were dealt to the body, whilst 50% of Mendes were directed at the head. Mendes also successfully landed 3 strikes to McGregor on the ground, including the elbow which cut McGregor's eyebrow. 65. Many mixed martial arts media groups, including Sherdog, Caged Insider, MMA Junkie, and Bloody Elbow, scored the round 10-9 for Chad Mendes. 66, 67, 68, 64. In the opening of the second round, McGregor continued to issue damage to Mendes' body, before sprawling to avoid a takedown 22 seconds in. After a successful variety of boxing combinations, Mendes landed a takedown at 48. Mendes maintained top position for much of the round subsequent to the takedown, landing 13 strikes to McGregor's head. McGregor, remaining offensive on the ground, landed a flurry of 7 elbow strikes to the head of Mendes from 2:37 onwards. 65. Mendes complained to Dean that the elbows were illegal, but Dean disagreed, allowing McGregor to continue his attack. At 4:12 of the round, Mendes attempted another topside guillotine from half guard, allowing McGregor to scramble back to his feet and continue his assault at distance. 69-70. McGregor began to land uppercuts, hooks, and a left cross, before sprawling to avoid Mendez's third takedown attempt of the second round, at 4:32. With 10 seconds left in the round, McGregor landed a jab-cross combination that sent Mendez to the canvas. A series of strikes delivered to the grounded Mendez forced Erdine to step in and halt the bout at 4:57, with 3 seconds remaining in the round. 71. McGregor won the fight via second-round TKO, winning the UFC Interim Featherweight Championship. 72-73, Mendez came over to McGregor shortly after the bout was stopped, and McGregor thanked him for accepting the fight, saying, "You're a legend for taking this fight. Aldo's a juicehead pussy." 74, a visually emotional McGregor said in his post-fight interview with Joe Rogan that he was blown away by the support. "I can't put into words how grateful I am for everyone supporting me and following me. To come in here and just to hear all the support, at the weigh-ins, and today. I'm shaken with it." 75-76, when asked about Jose Aldo by Rogan, McGregor stated that, "In my opinion, Jose went running. I had bigger injuries leading up to this fight than Aldo's bruised rib, and I still showed up here and performed. If he wants to come back, he can come back, but I swear to God his day will come." 75, the injury McGregor was referring to was later revealed to be an ACL tear that the fighter had procured during his training camp. 77, during Chad Mendes' post-fight interview, McGregor approached his opponent, and the two men expressed respect and thankfulness towards one another. 75, this victory extended McGregor's performance of the night award streak to 4. 78. McGregor then took part in UFC's reality television series The Ultimate Fighter, where he would coach against Trijja Faber. This US vs Europe installment of the show was the first time that the coaches would not fight against each other at the show's conclusion. 79, Faber's team member Ryan Hall ended up winning the competition. Featherweight Championship unification bout. On 10th of August, Dana White confirmed that the UFC 194 event, which was initially scheduled to be held at the AT&T Stadium in Texas on 5th of December, would take place at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, in Las Vegas, Nevada. 80, a day later, on 11th of August, it was announced that the event would take place on 12th of December, and Conor McGregor would face Jose Aldo in their long-awaited UFC Featherweight Championship unification bout. This would be the second consecutive time McGregor would be scheduled to fight in Las Vegas in the headlining match. 81, McGregor emerged from the fight announcement as an almost 2-1 betting favorite over Aldo. 82. At the UFC's Go Big press conference, on September 4, 2015, McGregor referenced both Aldo and his other opponent's tendency to pull out of bouts with him, suggesting that at UFC 194, Aldo would not fight. He implored everyone on the dais, from members of the 145-pound featherweight division to the 170-pound welterweight division, to prepare for this fight, because I don't think Aldo's showing up. Don't use Mendez excuse of camps and all this bullshit. Stay ready, because Aldo's gone running. 83, McGregor also made comments shortly prior to the press conference, detailing his intention to move up to the 155-pound lightweight division, and capture the UFC lightweight championship. He stated, "I'm going to unify the belts, I'm going to destroy the featherweight division, and then I'm going to take the lightweight division as well." 84. On the week of UFC 194, Dana White stated his belief that the event would attract more attention than any other mixed martial arts event in history. UFC 194 is trending in every way, shape and form to be the biggest thing we've ever done. This fight is set to gross in gate $10 million. 85-86, at the weigh-ins, both McGregor and Aldo achieved the stipulated weight limit of 145 pounds. Making the bout official in front of a raucous 9,000 spectators. During the customary stare-down, both men needed to be separated from one another. 87-88, the event lived up to its monetary potential, producing a live gate of $10,100,000, breaking the previous record for a mixed martial arts event in the United States, established at UFC 189. The final attendance for the event also broke the Nevada attendance record, with a live attendance figure of 16,516. 89, the buy rate for the pay-per-view was 1,200,000, placing it as the second highest buy rate in UFC history, behind only UFC 100. 90, When both men met in the center of the octagon for referee John McCarthy's instructions, Aldo refused to make eye contact with McGregor, as per his usual pre-fight tradition. Neither man performed the customary touch of gloves. As the bout began, both men rushed to the center of the cage. McGregor threw the first strike of the fight, a left cross which failed to connect. Aldo's follow-up counter left hook similarly failed to make contact with McGregor. McGregor, attempting to establish distance, utilized a front leg side kick, directed at Aldo's lead leg. At 0:09 into the opening round, Aldo stepped into the pocket, feinting a right cross in an attempt to connect with a left hook. But as Aldo attempted this combination, McGregor stepped back and countered with his own left hook. McGregor's power, combined with Aldo's forward momentum, caused the shot to drop Aldo to the canvas. After delivering 2 additional hammer fists to the grounded Aldo, John McCarthy halted the bout. The fight lasted 13 seconds, the fastest finish in any UFC title bout, cementing Conor McGregor as only the second undisputed UFC featherweight champion in history. 91-92, on a record-breaking 5th consecutive occasion, McGregor was made the winner of the Performance of the Night bonus. The win over Aldo extended his UFC win streak to 7 and overall win streak to 15. 93-94, in the post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, McGregor talked about how nobody can take that left-hand shot. Aldo's powerful and he's fast. But precision beats power, and timing beats speed. McGregor expressed sympathy for his opponent, stating, "I feel for Jose. He was a phenomenal champion. We deserve to go a little longer." At the conclusion of the interview, McGregor grabbed Rogan's microphone, before exclaiming, "Ireland baby, we did it, yeah." 95. 2016. First UFC loss. After emphatically dispatching Aldo, McGregor continued to express a desire to move up to the lightweight division, in an attempt to become the first ever UFC dual-weight champion. On the Fox Sports post-fight show for UFC 194, McGregor said that he would like to go up and fight for that 155-pound belt and replicate what I've done in Cage Warriors. 96, a week subsequent to UFC 194, the UFC Lightweight Championship was contested at UFC on Fox, Dos Anjos vs Cerrone 2, between reigning champion Rafael Dos Anjos, and the number 2 lightweight contender, Donald Cerrone. Dos Anjos defeated Cerrone 106 into the first round, via TKO. 97, 98, 99, after the bout, during the post-fight interview, Dos Anjos took aim at McGregor, telling the featherweight champion that it's better to stay in the featherweight division. "I will fight you in Brazil. I will go to Ireland to fight you there. Whatever one, man. I'm here to stay." 100, it was on January 12, 2016, that the UFC officially announced that Conor McGregor would face Rafael Dos Anjos for the UFC Lightweight Championship on 5th of March at UFC 196, then known as UFC 197. The event would be held at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, in McGregor's 3rd consecutive headlining appearance at the venue. 101, on 20th of January, the UFC hosted a press conference featuring all the combatants involved in the 2 championship fights headlining the UFC 197 event, including McGregor and Dos Anjos. McGregor criticized his opponent on numerous occasions throughout the press conference, stating Rafael Dos Anjos is a free TV fighter. "He doesn't have much to offer me besides that gold belt. His last gate was $1.7 million. He fights on free TV. He hasn't made the company a dime." McGregor also entertained the idea of challenging for the UFC welterweight championship, telling the media that "I will fight in many weight divisions. I like the sound of that 170-pound title as well. I feel like I can take 3 gold belts." His prediction for the fight with Dos Anjos was that he would dust Rafael inside 1 minute. 102-103. On 23rd of February, it was announced that Dos Anjos was withdrawing from the fight after breaking his foot. 104. A variety of competitors at all different weight classes were asked to step in on short notice to face McGregor, including former UFC featherweight champion Jose Aldo, who refused the bout due to lack of time to prepare for the bout. 105, and former UFC lightweight champion and number 2 ranked featherweight, Frankie Edgar, who cited a groin injury as reasoning for turning the opportunity down. 106. Instead, number 10 ranked lightweight contender, The Ultimate Fighter Season 5 winner, and former UFC lightweight championship challenger Nate Diaz would be stepping in to fight McGregor on 13 days' notice instead of Dos Anjos. 107-108. Initially assumed to be a lightweight contest, McGregor allowed the bout to be contested at 170 pounds, in the welterweight division, to avoid forcing Diaz to cut down to the 155-pound lightweight limit in such little time, telling Diaz to get comfortable. 109. McGregor opened as a -400 favorite, his third highest opening behind his fights with Dennis Siver and Diego Brandao, and was widely expected to best Diaz during the contest. 110, 111, 112, 113. On February 24, 2016, a press conference was held to help promote the new main event, with both men trading insults back and forth. 114. At the Thursday pre-fight press conference on 3 March, McGregor and Diaz engaged in a brief scuffle during a face-off, after McGregor landed a strike on Diaz's lead hand. 115. At the weigh-ins, in front of another pro-McGregor crowd, both men made their welterweight limit, Diaz weighing in at 169 pounds, and McGregor weighing in at 168. 116. The UFC 196 event, whilst failing to exceed the gate and attendance records of McGregor's previous bout against Aldo, provided respectable numbers, with a revised attendance of 14,898, and a total gate of $8.1 million. 117. More significantly, the event procured a PPV rate of 1,317,000 buys, surpassing McGregor's own personal record of 1,200,000 for UFC 194. 118. For his walkout, McGregor decided to abandon the Notorious B.I.G.'s Hypnotize for the first time since his homecoming bout against Brandao, and instead opted to utilize a combination of Sinead O'Connor and the Chieftains the Foggy Do, followed by the Game and Skrillex's El Chapo. 119. The fight began with McGregor shifting stances frequently, before looking to establish his patented left cross. The first minute consisted of McGregor showcasing a variety of kicks, before Diaz initiated a clinch, and forced McGregor to the cage. McGregor, aware that Diaz would bring his head low after delivering a jab-cross combination, attempted to make use of a left uppercut, with varied success. Diaz's jab kept McGregor at bay for much of the first 2 minutes, and McGregor found difficulty utilizing the pullback left-hand counter that had knocked out Jose Aldo. At 2:32, McGregor connected with a left uppercut off of Diaz's jab, stunning his opponent for a brief interval. McGregor's left overhand also proved successful, employed as Diaz would lunge in to strike. Diaz's right hook was utilized to great success in the first round, catching McGregor as he would step into range. At 3:12, during a McGregor combination, Diaz returned fire with 2 consecutive hooks, one a slap, a signature of Nate and his brother, Nick Diaz, termed the Stockton slap. McGregor avoided Diaz's jabs by slipping to his right, often before throwing his left overhand. At 3:28, commentator Mike Goldberg noted that there was a lot of blood on the right side of the face of Nate Diaz, indicating that McGregor had opened a cut on Diaz. The final minute consisted of both men exchanging blows, before a slow body kick from McGregor led to Diaz taking him down at 4:18. McGregor swept Diaz's legs, and ended up in his opponent's guard, hammering down with 2 significant strikes. McGregor landed 28 to Diaz's 23 strikes during round 1, both maintaining a connection percentage of 37%. 120. Many mixed martial arts media sites awarded a 10-9 to McGregor for the round, including Bloody Elbow, MMA Mania, and Sherdog. 121, 122, 123, 124. The second round commenced with Diaz utilizing his check right hook, attempting to keep the aggressive McGregor at distance. Despite this, McGregor procured success with his bodywork, landing a thudding left hook to Diaz's right side at 0:37. McGregor began to connect with significant combinations, until Diaz clinched and pushed McGregor to the fence, at 1:15. After a combination of uppercuts from McGregor at 1:48, Diaz delivered his first significant taunt of the fight, shrugging towards his opponent. As the taunts began to increase in frequency from both sides, Diaz's volume and pace increased, his landing of the jab escalating. After a 7-strike combination from McGregor, Diaz separated from the exchange and proceeded to land a jab cross combination at 237 which wobbled McGregor. A swarm of strikes, including a slap, followed this combination, Diaz landing with great effectiveness until the initiation of another clinch, where Diaz landed 10 strikes. After the two disengaged, McGregor returned fire with a barrage of 4 strikes, before being hit with 2 consecutive jab cross combinations. At 347, McGregor attempted a double leg takedown, Diaz successfully sprawling to avoid the shot. Diaz, hands clasped around McGregor's neck, threatening the guillotine choke, forced McGregor onto his back after stopping McGregor from scrambling out of the position, as he did during the bout with Chad Mendes at UFC 189. At 4 o'clock, Diaz secured the mount, before firing off a volley of strikes from the top. In an effort to avoid the assault, McGregor gave up his back, allowing Diaz to punch his head into the crook of his arm, and secure a rear naked choke. McGregor tapped to the submission at 4:12 into the second round, forcing referee Erbdine to interfere and stop the bout. 123, 120, 124. The loss served as Conor McGregor's first in the UFC, and his third overall. It broke his winning streak of 15 consecutive wins, and was his first loss since November 2010. 125. Both competitors were awarded Fight of the Night bonuses, and McGregor received the highest disclosed purse of any fighter in the history of the company, a total of $1 million. 126-127. In the post-fight interview, McGregor evaluated the contest, stating that I felt I took the first round, but I was inefficient with my energy. But I'm humble in victory or defeat. I respect Nate. He came in, he took the fight on short notice, came in at 170, and done the job. He was efficient, I was not efficient. That was it, I feel. Regarding the future, McGregor said he would face it like a man, like a champion, and come back and do it again. 128. At the post-fight press conference, McGregor was content with the loss, stating that this is the game. We win some, we lose some. I will never shy away from a challenge. I will never shy away from defeat. This is the fight business. It's another day. I'll come back. 129. Diaz rematch. A rematch with Diaz was scheduled for July 9 at UFC 200. 130-131, however, on April 19, the UFC announced that McGregor had been pulled from the event after failing to fulfill media obligations related to the fight. 132. In turn, the fight with McGregor was rescheduled and took place the following month, contested again at welterweight, at UFC 202. 133. McGregor won the rematch via majority decision, 48-47, 47-47, 48-47. 134. The bout was once again awarded Fight of the Night honors. 135. The event broke the record previously held by UFC 100 for highest-selling pay-per-view in UFC history with 1,650,000 buys. Two-division champion. On September 27, it was officially announced that McGregor's next bout would be against Eddie Alvarez for the UFC Lightweight Championship on November 12 at UFC 205. 136. McGregor defeated Alvarez by second-round technical knockout to win the UFC Lightweight Championship and become the first simultaneous two-division champion in UFC history. On November 26, due to his inactivity in the division, it was initially announced that McGregor vacated the featherweight championship, therefore promoting Jose Aldo to undisputed champion. 137, but further reports say that McGregor was actually stripped of the title as confirmed by his coach. 138. 2017. MMA hiatus in boxing endeavors. After winning the lightweight championship at UFC 205, McGregor announced he would take time off from the UFC to wait for the birth of his first child due in 2017. 139. McGregor would spend the majority of his public appearances in early 2017 campaigning for a boxing match with Floyd Mayweather. 140. UFC Pay-per-Views. Date: main event billing view irate. July 11, 2015 Mendes vs McGregor UFC 189 825,141. December 12, 2015 Aldo vs McGregor UFC 194 1,200,142. March 5, 2016 McGregor vs Diaz UFC 196 1,500,143. August 20, 2016 Diaz vs McGregor 2 UFC 202 1,650,144. November 12, 2016 Alvarez vs McGregor UFC 205 1,300,145 142. Fighting style. McGregor is known mostly as a striker and prefers to fight standing up as opposed to on the ground. McGregor is left-handed and primarily fights out of the southpaw stance, but often switches to a conventional stance as well. He will frequently try to be the aggressor in his bouts. 146. McGregor's boxing is typically considered his best skill, with the majority of his victories coming by way of knockout or technical knockout via punches. 147. Many pundits cite McGregor's pullback left-handed counter as his most dangerous strike. 148. 149. 150. McGregor will almost always engage in trash talk and psychological warfare against his opponents, which have led to comparisons to Muhammad Ali, whom McGregor cites as one of his early inspirations. 151. 152. 153. 154. After Ali died in June 2016, McGregor opined that nobody will ever come close to Ali's greatness. 155. 156. 157. Personal life. McGregor has two sisters, Erin and a wife. 158. He has been in a relationship with his girlfriend, Dee Devlin, since 2008. 159. McGregor and Devlin are expecting their first child in May 2017. 160. McGregor usually carries with him a hat that his grandfather frequently wore before he died. McGregor frequently trains in Reykjavik, Iceland, at the Mjolnir Gym, alongside fellow UFC fighter Gunnar Nelson. 161. 162. 163. McGregor stated that he does not adhere to any pre-fight rituals or superstitions because he believes them to be a form of fear. 164. 165. In 2015, when Ireland was holding a nationwide vote on legalizing same-sex marriage, McGregor voiced his support saying, "We all deserve equal rights. We're all human here at the end of the day." 166. On November 30, 2016, McGregor obtained a professional boxing license from the California State Athletic Commission. 167. Filmography. Television. Year title role notes. 2015 The Ultimate Fighter 22 himself. 2015 The Notorious himself. Video games. Year title role notes. 2014 EA Sports UFC himself playable character. 2016 EA Sports UFC 2 himself playable character. 2016 Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare Bradley Fillion antagonist. Championships and accomplishments. Championships. Cage Warriors Fighting Championship. CWFC Featherweight Championship, 1 time. CWFC Lightweight Championship, 1 time. Ultimate Fighting Championship. UFC Featherweight Championship, 1 time. UFC Interim Featherweight Championship, 1 time. UFC Lightweight Championship, 1 time, current. Awards, records and honors. Ultimate Fighting Championship. Fight of the Night, 2 times, versus Nate Diaz. Knockout of the Night, 1 time, versus Marcus Brimage 168. Performance of the Night, 6 times, versus Diego Brandao, Dustin Poirier, Dennis Siver, Chad Mendez, Jose Aldo and Eddie Alvarez 78 169 170 171 172 173. Fastest title fight victory in UFC history, 13 seconds, versus Jose Aldo 174. First simultaneous multi-divisional champion, featherweight, lightweight. Most consecutive performance of the night awards in UFC history, 5. Most consecutive post-fight bonuses in UFC history, 8. Most knockouts in UFC featherweight division history, 6 175. Most performance of the night awards in UFC history, 6. Cage Warriors Fighting Championship. First multi-division champion, featherweight, lightweight 176. Bleacher Report. 2015 Fighter of the Year 177. 2016 Fight of the Year vs Nate Diaz at UFC 200-178. Combat Press. 2014 Breakout Fighter of the Year 179. 2015 Event of the Year headlined at UFC 189-180. 2015 Fighter of the Year 181. ESPN. 2015 Fighter of the Year 182. ESPYs. 2016 Best Fighter. 2016 Nominee for Best Breakthrough Athlete, 183. Fight Matrix. Lineal Featherweight Championship, 1 time, current 184. Fox Sports. 2015 Fighter of the Year 185. 2016 Fight of the Year vs Nate Diaz at UFC 200-186. MMA Fighting. 2015 Event of the Year headlined at UFC 189-187. 2015 Fighter of the Year 187. MMA Junkie. 2015 December Knockout of the Month vs Jose Aldo 188. 2015 Fighter of the Year 189. MMA Insider. 2013 Best UFC Newcomer 190. MMA Mania. 2015 Event of the Year headlined at UFC 189-191. 2015 Fighter of the Year 192. Rt Sport. 2016 Rt Sports Person of the Year. Rolling Stone. 25 Hottest Sex Symbols of 2015 Inclusion 193. Severe MMA. 2014 Irish Pro Fighter of the Year 194. 2015 Irish Pro Fighter of the Year 195. 2015 Fighter of the Year 195. Sherdog. 2014 Breakthrough Fighter of the Year 196. 2015 Event of the Year headlined at UFC 194-197. 2015 Knockout of the Year vs Jose Aldo 198. 2015 Fighter of the Year 199. 2016 Fighter of the Year 200. The MMA Community. 2015 Male Fighter of the Year 201. Time Magazine. 2017 Top 100 Most Influential People Inclusion. VIP Style Awards. 2015 Ireland's Most Stylish Man. World MMA Awards. 2014 International Fighter of the Year 202. 2015 International Fighter of the Year 203. 2015 Fighter of the Year 204. Wrestling Observer Newsletter. 2016 Best Box Office Draw 205. 2015 and 2016 Best on Interviews 206. 2015 Feud of the Year vs Jose Aldo 206. 2016 Feud of the Year vs Nate Diaz 205. 2016 Mixed Martial Arts Most Valuable 205. 2016 Most Charismatic 205. 2015 and 2016 Most Outstanding Fighter of the Year 205-206. Mixed Martial Arts Record. Professional Record Breakdown, Show. Rees. Record Opponent Method Event Date Round Time Location Notes. Win 21-3 Eddie Alvarez TKO, Punches. UFC 205 November 12, 2016 23:04 New York City, New York, United States. Return to lightweight. Won the UFC Lightweight Championship. Performance of the Night. Win 22-3 Nate Diaz Decision, Majority, UFC 202 August 20, 2016 5 o'clock Las Vegas, Nevada, United States Welterweight Bout. Fight of the Night. Loss 19-3 Nate Diaz Submission, Rear Naked Choke, UFC 196 March 5, 2016 2/4/12 Las Vegas, Nevada, United States Welterweight Debut. Fight of the Night. Win 19-2 Jose Aldo KO, Punch, UFC 194 December 12, 2015 10:13 Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. Won and unified the UFC Featherweight Championship. Performance of the Night. Win 18-2 Chad Mendes TKO, Punches, UFC 189 July 11, 2015 to 4:57 Las Vegas, Nevada, United States won the interim UFC Featherweight Championship. Performance of the night. Win 17-2 Dennis Siver TKO, punches. UFC Fight Night, McGregor vs. Siver January 18, 2015 to 1:54 Boston, Massachusetts, United States. Performance of the night. Win 16-2 Dustin Poirier TKO, punches. UFC 178 September 27, 2014 1:46 Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. Performance of the night. Win 15-2 Diego Brandao TKO, punches. UFC Fight Night, McGregor vs. Brandao July 19, 2014 1:405 Dublin, Ireland. Performance of the night. Win 14-2 Max Holloway decision, unanimous. UFC Fight Night, Shogun vs. Son in August 17, 2013 3:05 o'clock Boston, Massachusetts, United States. Win 13-2 Marcus Brimage TKO, punches. UFC on Fuel TV, Marsasi vs. Ladolfi April 6, 2013 1:107 Stockholm, Sweden. Return to featherweight. Knockout of the night. Win 12-2 Ivan Buchinger KO, punch. Cage Warriors, 51 December 31, 2012 1:340 Dublin, Ireland won the CWFC Lightweight Championship. Win 11-2 Dave Hill submission, rear naked choke, Cage Warriors, 47 June 2, 2012 4:10 Dublin, Ireland won the CWFC Featherweight Championship. Win 10-2 Steve O'Keefe KO, elbows, Cage Warriors, 45 February 18, 2012 1:135 Kentish Town, England. Win 9-2 Aaron Johnson TKO, punches, Cage Warriors, Fight Night 2 September 8, 2011 1:329 Amman, Jordan lightweight bout. Win 8-2 Artur Sawinski TKO, punches, Celtic Gladiator 2, Clash of the Giants June 11, 2011 1:12 Port Louis, Ireland. Win 7-2 Paddy Doherty TKO, punch, Immortal Fighting Championship 4 April 16, 2011 1:004 Letterkenny, Ireland. Win 6-2 Mike Wood KO, punches, Cage Contender 8 March 12, 2011 1:016 Dublin, Ireland. Win 5-2 Hugh Brady TKO, punches, Chaos FC 8 February 12, 2011 1:231 Derry, Northern Ireland. Loss 4-2 Joseph Duffy submission, arm triangle choke, Cage Warriors 39, The Uprising November 27, 2010 1:038 Cork, Ireland lightweight bout. Win 4-1 Conor Dillon TKO, corner stoppage, Chaos FC 7 October 9, 2010 1:422 Derry, Northern Ireland. Win 3-1 Stephen Bailey TKO, punches, KO, The Fight Before Christmas December 12, 2008 1:122 Dublin, Ireland. Loss 2-1 Artemij Saitnkov submission, knee bar, Cage of Truth 3 June 28, 2008 1:109 Dublin, Ireland featherweight debut. Win 2-0 Mo Taylor TKO, punches, Cage Rage Contenders, Ireland vs Belgium May 3, 2008 1:106 Dublin, Ireland. Win 1-0 Gary Morris TKO, punches, Cage of Truth 2 March 8, 2008 2008 Dublin, Ireland. See also: Biography Portal, Icon Ireland Portal, MMA Portal, List of current UFC fighters, List of Irish UFC fighters, List of male mixed martial artists. References. Jump Up to ABC UFC profile, Conor McGregor, accessed November 4, 2015. Jump Up Conor McGregor. Fightmetric.com. Jump Up Galhouni, September 28, 2014. Conor McGregor promoted to BJJ brown belt after KO win over Poirier. BJJ Eastern Europe. Jump Up Derry Murphy. Watch, Conor McGregor's BJJ defended by third-degree black belt Eddie Bravo. SportsJoe.t. Jump Up Mixed Martial Arts Show Results, PDF. Boxing.nv.gov. Retrieved October 23, 2014. Jump Up Dave Doyle, December 13, 2015. UFC 194 results, Conor McGregor knocks out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. MMA Fighting. Jump Up Thomas, Luke, November 16, 2016. Chatrap. UFC 205, McGregor, title shots and more, via www.mafighting.com. Jump Up Chris Jones, April 15, 2015. Conor McGregor doesn't believe in death. Esquire. Jump Up Conor McGregor tells us 3 things you may not have known about him. Independent.t. Jump Up 2, be the secret behind Conor McGregor's striking skills. Jump Up McGregor, Sutcliffe taught me the fundamentals that I carry with me today. Jump Up Father and Son, Tony McGregor on his son's meteoric rise. July 2014. Jump Up exclusive Conor McGregor, the haters pay their money in the hope of seeing me face down in a pool of my own blood. Independent.t. Jump Up what did Conor McGregor do to get his kicks before UFC superstardom? Independent.t. Jump Up people will be surprised. It's going to be tough for Conor McGregor's wrestling coach. Yahoo.com. December 13, 2015. Jump Up exclusive, Conor McGregor full interview. September 10, 2014, via YouTube. Jump Up Graham, September 22, 2012. Interview with Conor McGregor at Cage Contender 14, includes Mike Wood KO. Severe MMA.com. Retrieved September 22, 2012. Jump Up Uber prospect Conor McGregor signs with the UFC. BleachHairReport.com. February 7, 2013. Jump Up Conor McGregor signs for UFC, meets Marcus Brimage at UFC on Fuel TV 9. TheFightLounge.co.uk. February 7, 2013. Jump Up Judo Chop, the striking of Conor McGregor. Bloody Elbow. Jump Up UFC on Fuel TV 9 bonuses, McGregor, Madani, Pickett, Easton Win. MMAJunkie.com. April 6, 2013. Retrieved April 6, 2013. Jump Up Dave Doyle, July 10, 2013. Max Holloway steps up against Conor McGregor after injury forces Andy Ogle out. MaFighting.com. Retrieved July 10, 2013. Jump Up Jack Slack. Judging the Celtic Tiger, an honest look at Conor McGregor vs Chad Mendes. Fightland. Jump Up Dave Reed, August 23, 2013. Conor McGregor out for 10 months with torn ACL. Mainsider.net. Retrieved August 23, 2013. Jump Up Conor is a natural - McGregor documentary premieres tonight. Thescore.e. March 13, 2014. Jump Up Conor McGregor vs Cole Miller confirmed for UFC Fight Night 46 headliner in Dublin. MadJunkie.com. April 30, 2014. Retrieved November 4, 2015. Jump Up Cole Miller out at UFC Fight Night 46, Conor McGregor now meets Diego Brandao. MadJunkie.com. June 3, 2014. Retrieved June 3, 2014. Jump Up UFC Fight Night results, McGregor vs Brandao play-by-play and updates. Sherdog.com. Jump Up UFC Fight Night, McGregor vs Brandao. Fightmetric LLC. Jump Up Matt Erickson, July 19, 2014. UFC Fight Night 46 bonuses, McGregor, Nelson, Pendred, King win $50,000. MMAJunkie.com. Retrieved July 19, 2014. Jump Up Tristan Critchfield, July 22, 2014. Conor McGregor Dustin Poirier featherweight clash official for UFC 178 in Las Vegas. Sherdog.com. Retrieved November 4, 2015. Jump Up watch the highly entertaining UFC 178 press conference with Bones, Cormier, McGregor and Poirier. Middle Easy. Jump Up Dustin Poirier's MMA ranking profile. Fight Matrix. Jump Up Chuck Mindenhall, July 21, 2014. Dustin Poirier, I'll be the first real fight Conor McGregor's ever been in. MMA Fighting. Jump Up UFC 178, Poirier vs McGregor. Fightmetric LLC. Jump Up UFC 178 results, Johnson vs Carriazo play-by-play and updates. Sherdog. Jump Up Matt Erickson, September 28, 2014. UFC 178 bonuses, McGregor, Cruz, Romero, Kennedy earned $50,000. MadJunkie.com. Retrieved September 28, 2014. Jump Up UFC 178, Conor McGregor Octagon interview. UFC. September 27, 2014. Jump Up Cruise, Gautam, December 19, 2014. Jose Aldo hopes Conor McGregor is next for the title. It would be a huge fight. MMA Fighting. Jump Up Jose Aldo, if Conor McGregor is next, we'll do great promotion and a great fight. Sure dog. October 25, 2014. Jump Up Jose Aldo hopes Conor McGregor is next for the title. It would be a huge fight. UFC.com. October 2, 2014. Jump Up Conor McGregor vs Dennis Siver official as UFC Fight Night 59 headliner. MadJunkie.com. October 24, 2014. Retrieved October 24, 2014. Jump Up Dana White, Conor McGregor to get title shot with win over Dennis Siver. Bleacher Report. January 1, 2015. Retrieved October 24, 2014. Jump Up UFC Fight Night 59, McGregor vs Siver Gate and Attendance. MMA Weekly. January 19, 2015. Jump Up Dennis Siver, official UFC fighter profile. UFC.com. Jump Up Darren Murphy. Countdown to Boston, what to watch out for when Conor McGregor meets Dennis Siver. Sports Joe. Jump Up UFC Fight Night, McGregor vs Siver. Fight Metric. Jump Up Dallas Winston. UFC Fight Night 59, McGregor vs Siver, live results and play-by-play. Bloody Elbow. Jump Up UFC Fight Night 59 bonuses. Of course Conor McGregor nabbed one of the $50,000 awards. MadJunkie.com. January 19, 2015. Jump Up Okimoto, Brett, January 18, 2015. Conor McGregor mauls Dennis Siver. ESPN. Retrieved January 19, 2015. Jump Up Thomas Gerbasi, 30 January 20th.